What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. Didn't drop a video yesterday because I kind of got hooked on watching The Strain, the Spanish dub of it, on Disney Plus. I went through 5 fucking episodes and I wish I was still watching it, but instead, I'm here creating content for you motherfuckers. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now, I was planning to do a reaction to this video by Language Simp called Levels of Polyglottism Explained, because people started dropping it in my Discord. Now, I'm gonna be honest, okay? I got about 10 minutes into this, and I fucking wanted to neck myself. This is the most goddamn boring-ass video I've watched from Language Simp in goddamn forever, okay? Now, I know you wanna, you're seeing the Esperanto flag there in the thumbnail. I saw that, it roped me in, and then all I got was monotone fucking Language Simp. So instead, we're going to watch Language Portuguese, not Language Portuguese. Learn Portuguese, not Spanish instead, because, well, I'm gonna do what every single so-called polyglot does out there. Not claiming I'm a polyglot, please don't, create fraud videos about me. But I'm gonna do that thing, where everyone's like, oh, I'm finally at a level where I can start to use a language. Let's ditch this language and learn another. Because, I got sick of this and I'm just, I'm like, I just want the fast food of language learning. I like to get that little bit of taste in there. And then after that, I'm too much of a bitch to actually, fully commit type of thing. But anyway, we're gonna watch this and see if it's worth my time to learn Portuguese. And by God, I hope this is not another monotone-ass video.
Would you rather spend it on this gorgeous beach in Rio de Janeiro, or here in this very expensive, greedy, capitalistic concrete jungle known as Miami? If you had one day left on this earth, would you rather have your last meal at Taco Bell, or have some delicious rodizio at Texas de Brazil?
What would I do if it was my last day on Earth? God, I'd probably just be sitting there shitting myself in all honesty. If I knew it was my last day on Earth, I'd just be like, why? Like, how am I going to enjoy a meal? I'm like, I'm eating this, and I won't even have time to shit it out. Man, imagine being on death row knowing it's coming. How could you possibly enjoy a meal? That just seems like... Now I feel like watching videos about death row and really going all melancholy and shit on this. But no, we're here for languages. That's what people pay me to do.
And then wrestle some sweaty Brazilian dudes to work off the calories. If you had just 10 seconds to live, would you want your last dying word from your last dying breath to be a Facebook or a Facebookie? If you had
oh, please God, don't tell me they actually say a Facebookie. That just sounds terrible. But okay, I'm seeing this Brazilian dude who, is that an eyebrow or a wrinkle? By God, I hope that is a wrinkle. Otherwise, that is one scary motherfucking looking eyebrow. Okay, so I actually got someone in my Discord share a link with me. There is legit a politician over in Brazil, okay, who's trying to introduce legislation or has written up proposed legislation, okay, so that influencers need to have a degree. Yep. So apparently, if you're an influencer, you can't be an influencer without a degree or some crazy shit like that, okay? I'm sure someone will drop information about it down in the comment section. But as soon as I saw that, I'm like, how do you define this? Is it sub 500, you're still a loser? Past 500 followers, it's like, oh no, you can't do that, he ain't got a degree, my man. What are you even gonna study? How to make thumbnails? Actually, that'd probably be handy because I fucking suck at that, okay? But it's just the funniest shit ever. Could you imagine trying to control that? Nah, bro, you gotta stop uploading videos. You're stepping into influencer territory.
10th of 1 millisecond. Okay, I'm done. Don't get me wrong. I love Mexican. Aprendí mexicano hace unos años y lo hablo ya.
What's with this red ball behind you? Are you trying to fucking steal my ideas, bro? There's only one person who is allowed to have a red fat-ass pillow-like object behind them, and that is me.
Pero a verdade é que eu prefiro.
Is that the right amount of stars? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I counting that? Doesn't matter.
Aprendi mexicano hace unos años y lo hablo bien, pero a verdade é que eu prefiro a língua brasileira. Yeah, for those new to my channel, sometimes I call these languages Brazilian and Mexican because I strongly oppose European colonization. And these are the two...
Why? Why do you strongly oppose European colonization? Give me a good reason why. Why should we call it Mexican? What the fuck did they... We should call it Argentinian. If anything. They're the cool guys. They got the sh sound. That's right.
countries with the largest populations of speakers. But why am I even comparing these two languages? Well, for the monolingual betas watching this, Brazilian and Mexican are basically the same language. Anyone who speaks one and has been exposed to the other already knows this. 90% of the words are similar in some way, and
Oh, I can't look at that. Can't look at that. ALG.
grammar of each language is nearly identical.
Bro, you can't do that to me. You can't just randomly drop written Spanish in a video. You're gonna fuck with my experiment.
Biggest differences are how they sound and where they're spoken. They are two sides of the same coin. Dos hermanos en Cristo, dois irmãos en Cristo. But regardless, when it
Do frato y en Cristo.
comes time to choosing a language, everyone chooses Spanish. And I hate that for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, Portuguese is cooler.
Okay. I guess is this the main reason, or like is this like one of those top 10 tier lists where, or not top 10 tier list, but like the top 10 reasons, and then you gotta watch the whole video to get to the one actual reason, which is at the end of the video? Or is this like we're starting with the actual reason?
Like I said, everyone learns Spanish. It's the default language for us Americans to learn. So it's NPC herd mentality to join the mob and engage in this normie activity. I personally was like 10 years old grinding Duolingo Spanish in 2008, and so was everyone at school.
I guess this makes me a sheep American now.
We were all glued to animes like Dora the Exploradora, Go Diego Go, Handy Manny, and we all had Mexican class in our very safe American schools. So everyone knows how to say hola in Spanish, but no one knows how to say hello in Portuguese, even though it's literally just hola. So speaking Brazilian gives you an automatic upgrade to your aura. It makes you cooler. Imagine being at a bar and telling a beautiful woman,
Look, if you want to be cool, if we're going for the coolness factor, let's be realistic, okay? Yeah, you could go learn Spanish. You could go learn Brazilian. But why would you do that? If you truly want to be cool, but also be Eurocentric at the same time, because obviously this is very Eurocentric in the perception of cool here, why not get that bastardization of a language? You know, the language that was born when basically all the Romance languages got together, had a swingers party, they fucked around a bit, and then accidentally one of them got pregnant, and then boom, we got Esperanto. Like, why not go with that one? That way you go with the underdog, you get a little bit of everyone's DNA in there, it's a bit of a mess, it's got psychological issues, but at the same time, everyone loves the cool kid who's also a little bit loose in the screw region, you know?
or a handsome man, or an attractive non-binary person, I speak Spanish, they'll just be like,
Whoop-de-doo, que original, todos los demás lo hablan también, hijo puta.
but if you say,
I speak Brazilian Portuguese.
they'll freak
You said that like a French person. That's how I imagine French people to speak, or like English French people. And when I say English French people, I mean like an English person who's trying to speak French, but also got their posh English accent.
out.
Holy crap, that sounds cool. What's that?
The average American has no idea where Brazil is on a map, and they couldn't tell you the first thing about Portuguese, so you'll appear charming, mysterious, and sophisticated. You'll be certified fofinho. And if they do know about Brazil, they'll be bewildered. They'll know that you're interesting, globally minded, based, and Brazil-pilled. And when you meet natives of these languages, you'll also notice a difference. If you speak Mexican to a Mexican speaker, don't get me wrong, they will be very happy and surprised. But if you speak Brazilian to a Brazilian, you'll touch their heart in a way that no one, not even Bolsonaro, ever has.
I swear to God, that eyebrow freaking wrinkle thing's getting to me.
Shows us. Eu te amo demais. What is your Facebook? Do you have an Instagram or a Snapchat?
Speaking Portuguese simply has a shock factor that Spanish could never come close to. A Peruvian might smile and compliment you if you shock him in his mother tongue, but that Spanish could never come close to. A Peruvian might
I'm looking at this, okay, and I'm thinking, obviously this is stock footage, but the way they make stock footage is they get basically a bunch of actors together, or like, you know, 2 actors or whatever, and then they just film like hundreds of different quick scenarios, okay? So these 2 guys might actually be straight, okay? Because when I was an actor, I had to do a scene in which, and in the scene I was gay, okay? And the other guy was gay as well. Now, there was nothing, you know, there was no sex or anything. This is not like the underground Australian porn industry. You know, why am I talking about this story? Okay, this should be saved for a separate video. It's very... Yeah, let's save that story.
smile and compliment you if you shock him in his mother tongue, but a Brazilian's eyes will roll back in his head, and he'll levitate as his core rapidly collapses, forming a neutron star or black hole and producing a Type 2 supernova, inducing heat death of the universe if you simply say, Cidade. Reason number 2, Portuguese DLC is wildly underrated. Don't get it confused. Learning Mexican will unlock you a lot more DLC than Brazilian ever could. There are roughly twice as many Mexican-speaking and
Then it's not like a very good DLC. especially for the amount you gotta pay for it. Like, if you're getting less content than the Mexican or Spanish one, you know, obviously localized, different name for different places. Here in Australia, we just call it bad Spanish. But like, if you're paying the same amount, you know, hours-wise, then why would you download that DLC unless you've already completed that one? It makes no sense to me.
NPCs than there are Brazilian-speaking NPCs, and they're spread out over many more DLC regions that have a ton to offer. With Spanish, you could watch La Casa de Papel without subtitles.
I see people recommending that all the time.
Visit Cancun without subtitles, and watch the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show without subtitles. But learning Portuguese unlocks what I believe is the greatest part of the world. Brazil. Brazil is a giant country full of wonderful, open-minded people who are kind and hilarious. And it is extremely diverse. North and South Brazil are about as different as Korea is to Haiti. And there is so much culture in Brazil. Imagine...
I probably shouldn't say this, okay, but... You know, as a YouTuber, you always have crazy ideas for videos, okay? Now, this one's a bit politically charged, but, like, just understand, this one's not serious idea, okay, guys? It's not a serious idea. Let's just... Imagine I get good at Spanish. I go to Mexico. And then... I'm like, hey guys, we're gonna be vlogging my trip into America illegally and see how long I can avoid ICE for. And then when I'm like, then when I get caught by the ICE agents, I can be like, you know, no hablo inglés, you know, whatever it is. In fact, yeah, I'm probably gonna get good at speaking Spanish first, and then and then see if they try to deport me to Australia or wherever. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so smashed in the comment section over this one.
Unlocking the language of Samba or...
But could you imagine that? Like, if I did that, like, legit, guys. Like, I'm not gonna do it, okay? I'm just saying. Like, the guy... Australian goes to Mexico, vlogs illegally breaking into America, and it's like, behind the scenes trying to avoid ICE and shit.
Capoeira, where they're literally fighting while dancing. Or imagine going to Carnival, the most holy and modest festival the world has ever seen, and experiencing it through the spirit of the Brazilian language, without subtitles.
Oh jeez, I thought that was a communist flag. Okay. What flag is that, guys? Someone let me know. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's the communist flag now. That is the communist flag.
And you can and should go explore the favelas of Rio. I'm so sick of all those soy boy...
I'm not responsible for anything that happens. Oh, is this the place where the police, like, went through and just, like, killed hundreds of freaking criminals? Like, they literally had, like, freaking drones and stuff. It was like a war zone or something. Or is that somewhere else? I don't know.
Wojak gringos who claim it's unsafe. I died there multiple times, but I respawned every single time. Okay, that admittedly was on the Call of Duty map Favela, but it probably works the same in Brazil. And have you heard of the Amazon rainforest? That is some peak DLC to unlock. They've got literal Pokemon hiding in there, including pink dolphins and electric eels who only shock tourists if they don't know how to speak Portuguese. And yes, I know the rainforest bleeds into some Mexican-speaking countries too, but most of it is in Lulaland. Lulaland also has delicious food. Can you imagine ordering feijoada, pau?
Oh god, that looks terrifying. Jesus.
Most of it is in Lulaland. Lulaland also has delicious food. Can you imagine?
That looks terrifying. I don't know why. There's just something about the color of that. How's it taste though?
Ordering feijoada, pau, de queijo, or even a BBL in flawless Brazilian? And they have wicked cool sports like their iconic beach volleyball or their world-dominating soccer. 7-1. Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in the 2014 FIFA World Cup semifinal. Meine Vorfahren stammen aus Deutschland, also darf ich das sagen. Das ist mein Geburtsrecht. But in an act of revenge, Brazil built an entire scale replica of a German city. Brazil has everything. Brazil is the world. And you also unlock a bunch of cool African countries with...
I actually looked into this one. So I do this kind of thing where I go on Wikipedia every now and then and I look up a language and then I just try to find out the most random places where it's spoken and just kind of go down like a rabbit hole. I don't know why. I feel like I'm searching for just the most shitpost style language to try and learn one day and just be like, I'm learning this language, and people will be like, at first they probably wouldn't even know what language it is. But then I'll somehow get to the top of the field within that language because that's something stupid I would do.
This lingo. Mozambique and Angola to name two. Look at these flags. They kind of scare me, but I want to...
Oh. So that's the communist flag. Was that the one I saw before? You know what? They're all communists. That's a communist flag too. They're all fucking communists.
Go! They have breathtaking natural parks. Mozambique has the best beaches in the world. And there they also have Pokemon like in Brazil. This is literally a Pokemon you can find.
Hey, we got them here in Australia. Yeah, if you want those. We got the special edition, though.
off the coast of Mozambique. And Portuguese is also the official language of the Chinese territory of Macau, which
Not anymore. Not for a long time. No, it's... I feel like... This is probably a joke, but I don't think it is anymore. Like... Okay, so what do we got? It's still an official language? I think there's like less than 1% of the population that speak it. Okay, so we've got Macau Portuguese. Okay. Macanese Portuguese is spoken to some degree either natively or as a second language by roughly 2.3%. Holy shit. It's still spoken to a degree. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, now if I was to learn Portuguese, I'd probably learn Macau Portuguese. See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Now I'm interested. I don't care that there's a giant-ass country called Brazil or whatever. Like, fucking hell, like, in Australia, if you talk about Brazilians, everyone just thinks about, you know, that cut style that women get. But, like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Macau Portuguese, so where Portuguese is co-official Cantonese. What's the differences like? Okay, lexicon, vocabulary is the same as in Portugal, but there are some differences due to the Cantonese influence. Ooh, now I'm really interested. Macau Portuguese also borrowed words from Malay and from other Indo-European languages. Yeah, that's cool. From the beginning, the Portuguese says, okay, so, well, these include Timsem. Okay, yeah, now I'm... East Timor Portuguese? Oh, okay, let's go. East Timor Portuguese is a variety of Portuguese language spoken in Timor-Leste. So, holy shit, it's still got that many speakers. Like, I knew it existed, but like, what? That many still? How many has the other one got? This one's got, how many speakers? It said 2.3% of the population, but it doesn't give me a number. Oh, whichever one's got the smaller number. Actually, no, I'm more interested in this one.
which is the Las Vegas of communist China. Can you imagine seizing the means of production of the casino industry while speaking Chinese accented Portuguese? So with the Brazilian language, you could get rich in Macau, then ride a dugong in Mozambique, and then buy a home in a nice favela in Rio, all without subtitles. But with Mexican, all you can do is order a taco. Before I give you the third reason, did you know that I am a LanguageSimp.com best-selling author? If you're interested in reading my ebook, The Hyperpolyglot Handbook, head over to LanguageSimp.com and check it out.
Oh, I hate this book. For 30 years, he is currently learning Esperanto, and neither women nor men will go anywhere near him. Do not buy his book if you're a subscriber of my channel. If I find out that you purchased his book, This is going in your rear end. Unless you like that, then it's going in your front end.
It's a great way to learn how to learn a language and to support me. Reason number 3, Portuguese sounds cooler. Mexican is a beautiful, flowy, rhythmic language that I love to listen to and speak, and it's got a ton of diverse accents. There's the friendly Mexican accent, the incomprehensible Cuban accent, wispy Argentinian, adorable Colombian, and the gorgeous Andalusian, to name a few. But no matter which accent I listen to in the Mexican-speaking world, it just always seems like there's something missing. It always feels a little too monotone, a little too simple, and it always leaves me...
A little bit too monotone? Bro, did you see your most recent video you dropped? You're literally monotone in it. I did a react and I deleted it because you were so monotone. Monotone's like your bread and butter. What do you want about? Anyway, go for Argentinian. That's the good one.
Wanting more. But allow me to introduce to you Spanish 2. Upgraded Spanish. Spicy Spanish. Brazilian takes all the good things about Spanish and throws a bunch of spice on them to create an unforgettable, bouncy, riveting experience.
Or you could go Esperanto. You know you want to.
That you just can't find anywhere else. Listen to these Mexican sentences. El ritmo de Brasil hace todo divertido. Cada canción de Brasil tiene ritmo y alegría. It's...
Holy shit, I understood that.
Sounds cool, but kind of flavorless. Now listen to me say it in Brazilian. O ritmo do Brasil faz todo divertido. Cada canção do Brasil tem ritmo.
Okay, well, I can understand that based on, you know, what's written here. Oh god, no, ALG! No! No, I shouldn't. Oh, it's Portuguese, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't count.
Maybe I exaggerated it just a little bit.
Oh, but I already
Brasileiros insistem que eu sou o Mickey Mouse da língua portuguesa. Fofinho, famoso e totalmente fora de controle.
Brazilian is just more fun and invigorating when you listen to it or when you speak it. It's like feijoada for the soul. It's harder to pronounce than Mexican, but that's the biggest reason why you should learn it first. It will make learning Mexican in the future a breeze. Each Portuguese word is just a Spanish word with a little extra pizzazz. The cumbersome Mexican turns into the soft h, and the boring te turns into the...
Wait, so Portuguese doesn't have a rolled R? Oh, wait, this says right here that it's actually present in some dialects. You fucking liar. Can't trust this guy with anything, eh?
adorable chi. So a simple word like repugnante becomes repugnante, and the Brazilian nasal sounds transform the simple pan into delicious and hard-hitting boom. And they even have the glorious American R in some regions, so mierda becomes merda. There are still some features that I do prefer in Mexican. For example, the Spanish Mexican that I learned has a lisp, so I say la pronunciación instead of la pronunciación. But it's too confusing because not every accent in the Spanish language has this adorable lisp, and if someone has a lisp, that doesn't even necessarily mean that they speak Spanish. I just can't comprehend it. But everyone with a lazy eye is Brazilian in their soul. So in conclusion, learn whichever language you'd like. Don't listen to me. I'm a stupid gringo living my silly little life here in Florida. The truth is,
You bitched out. Bro, you bitched the fuck out. You gotta go on hard. You gotta be like, nah, bitches, you gotta learn this one. This is the better one. See, I lost all respect for you. I'm fucking all in. Learn bloody Esperanto, guys. That's what fucking true blue Australians do.
I love both these languages, and I understand how someone could prefer Spanish over Portuguese, but if Spanish and Portuguese were falling off a bridge and I could only save one, I'd let them both go. Pour que je puisse me concentrer sur le français, mon rêve est de déménager en France et de devenir acteur pour jouer le rôle de l'américain stupide dans les films français. But that's a story for another day. Gracias and obrigado for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider supporting...
I'm just seeing if I recognize any names in this list. No, I don't. Okay, so that means I can't harass them for money. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I am not going to do the levels of polyglottism. That one was just painfully monotone. It was so painful. I know he tried to fucking clickbait me with the Esperanto in the thumbnail there, but I refuse to upload that video. I will see you all in the next video. Make sure you sub to the channel, and again, I'll see you all next video. Otherwise, I don't know, bro. Like, you know, it's really hard writing threats at the end of every video. I need to hire someone just to come up with, like, good threats for me. Like, brainstorm that shit and give it to me. Maybe that's the threat. Maybe the threat is the journey of us all going along the... Nah, you just get fucking stupid now. I'll catch you all later.